There's something really nice about going back in time and looking at what I wrote, how I was feeling. Everything was such a huge deal when I was in my early 20s. I feel like I had no sense of self. I was filled with fear. And it's kind of nice to see how much I've grown, and then in other ways, how much I've stayed exactly the same. Hi everyone, I'm Antoni Porowski, and these are my wellness essentials. So here are my morning essentials. I love a bar soap. Mistral have really nice scents. Some of them are very oceanic. Some are like a little more woodsy and smoky. And I even have a plastic container and I travel with these sometimes. I'm somebody who's very nostalgic, and scents kind of like take me to a happy place. It's just something that when I'm away from all of my stuff, if I smell something that feels like home, it reminds me of home and it makes me happy. And it keeps me clean. My good friend Shuki got me hooked on this brush from Goop. I use this every single morning before I take a shower, and I scrub my entire body. I do my neck, my back, my arms, everywhere, even the bottom of my feet. This wakes me up more than like 3 cold brews. So it's painful and energizing, but not too painful. Like I don't end up scratching myself, but it just really, it's invigorating. That's the word. So with skincare during the day, I'm a minimalist. If I'm perfectly honest, most days I don't even moisturize, but I do wash my face in the morning with a nice gentle cleanser. And this is my favorite. It's from Tata Harper. It comes in a beautiful glass bottle. They also have a really good exfoliating one. Supposedly all their products are edible. Have I tried them? No, but it's also kind of good to know that they are in case I really get hungry and I don't have any Simple Mills cookies or Tash pistachio milk laying around, or other snacks that I'm going to talk about in a little bit that I'm really excited about. Mario Badescu. This is the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. Even though I'm not a fan of floral notes and there is a bit of rose water in here, my best friend Rima is obsessed with anything that's rose, and now that I'm thinking about it, even though I don't really like it, it makes me think of her. It's such a strange thing to be like drawn to a skincare product because the smell reminds you of someone that you care about. But that's me, that's who I am. It makes me think of her when I spritz it and run off to my meeting that I'm 15 minutes late for, and I forgot to take my dog out. So I'm gonna be 30 minutes late. I love a ritual. Anything that I get to do every day on a daily basis just makes me feel safe and kind of comforted. And here are my daytime essentials that are part of my afternoon routine. My dog is everything to me. I love her so much. She is obsessed with Yummers, which funny enough is a company that I started with JVN. We're both obsessed with our pets. JVN has about 37,000 of them. I have one pit rescue that I fostered during the pandemic in Austin while we were filming Queer Eye. And making her a good meal brings me so much joy because her little bum shakes so much, like she can't contain her happiness. When I feel like I'm the only one going through whatever it is that I'm going through, if I take her on a walk for 10 minutes in between calls or like work stuff, it just brings me so much joy because she's just, I mean, she can't hide her joy. She just wags her tail and it's so easy to make her happy. No matter what happens, she always greets me with, you know, her smelly dog breath, and she's just like so lovable and she's so weird. And when she looks at me, she like looks into my soul. And to have that kind of a connection with an animal, it's really special. I have this lull and it's between 3 and 5. So I stop drinking coffee usually at about 1 p.m., but then I still want to keep on munching on things and I drink a lot of water, but I need to have a snack in between lunch and before dinner. I am, not an endorsement, I'm obsessed with this brand. Bear with me, it's really weird. These are chips made of chicken breast and a bit of tapioca flour, not too high in sodium, packed with protein. They have that satisfying crunch. This is the buffalo style. Surprisingly spicy. Continuing with snacks, because we're not done. I love my Bjorn corn. I'm a big fan of the flavor profile of really trashy, nacho cheesy type flavor, and nutritional yeast is a great hack to kind of like get that umami saltiness, and they put it in corn. These are so good. If we're on a road trip, So on the weekends, we try to take our dog out, whether it's out east or if we're in Canada to the Eastern Township. I always have a bag of these in the glove compartment. Popcorn just makes me happy from like watching TV or something. And this is also part of my afternoon snack ritual as well. We've covered my morning ritual. We've gone over like the snack hacks in the afternoon. I've brought back Neon from her afternoon walk. She's had dinner. I've had dinner. The sun is starting to set. I light my candle, put on some New York Housewives or Salt Lake City or Beverly Hills. Oh, Erica Jane, what have you been up to? And it's time for my evening mocktail. This stuff is gold. This really sweet girl, Melanie, started this brand called Ghia, and it's basically a concentrate that has Riesling white grape juice concentrate, yuzu, so it has a nice tartness, lemon balm, fig, elderflower, acacia, orange peel extract. It has a really nice bitterness. I don't like things that are cloyingly sweet. If you're somebody who drinks and you like to have a Negroni and you don't want to have regrets or a hangover the next day, this is the route for you. So it tells me that it's nighttime, tells me that sleep is going to be coming soon. There's no caffeine in here, which is really great, and it just really makes me happy. The last thing, and this is something sometimes I do at night or in the mornings, but I was just filming another season of Queer Eye in New Orleans, and my good friend Benj has been doing this thing called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron for years. It got me back in touch with my favorite journal of all time, a Moleskine. Moleskine and I have a very long relationship. So when I was in college, I was very emo and I was in a band, really horrible band called the Silver Spoons. I would write down my daily thoughts, all of my existential angst. I would listen to Richard Ashcroft songs and write about how I internalized every single lyric in every single one of his songs. And Oasis, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, Block Party. Anyway, I love the little rubber band. And what's easy about it is, it ties into my favorite pen. I was buying Uniballs, well, my parents were buying me Uniballs while, it's a funny name. I just realized that. I was asking my parents to get me these when I was in elementary school. It's something that I used when I was younger. In the artist's way, bringing it back full circle, I always get there, I get lost, but I come back. One of the exercises is every single morning, you write 3 pages of just free writing, Jack Kerouac style. Whatever is on your mind, you just unload it onto the page, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether it's trivial stuff, whether it's important, whether it's deep, it doesn't really matter. And for me, it's been like meditation a little bit, where I just write the pages. And also, what's really nice is there's a nice little silky cord that kind of you use as a, wait, what's it called? That piece of paper that you put into your book? A bookmark! Hash pistachio milk. So I'm trying my best to be a good citizen and trying to limit how much cow and animal dairy I consume. My favorite nighttime ritual, I'm always trying to figure out how to hack something that I used to enjoy as a kid, but that's a little healthier. Simple Mills. Yes, I've worked with them, but I've been a fan and I'm obsessed with this brand since a very long time. These almond flour double chocolate chip cookies are so freaking good. A cup of this, really nice and cold, and you dip the cookie, it softens up perfectly. And I can go through like a whole box of these. I think with wellness, sometimes when I think about just the word or the concept, I often get stuck in like things that are just purely good for me from a health or mental, physical or psychological or emotional standpoint. But sometimes it's just about joy and about feeling good. And everyone loves milk and cookies. So those are my wellness essentials. Thank you, self, and thank you for watching.